How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well. So this past few days, Dr. Disrespect has gone into a pretty crazy rant about his old friends, namely Nickmercs, Dr. Lupo and TimTheTatman. These guys were pretty good friends of Doc and played together a bunch of times, right? They were pretty close. Now if you guys remember, a couple months ago, Dr. Disrespect was exposed of talking inappropriately with minors. It was a huge drama when it happened. The whole thing was a mess that resulted in him getting banned. He also admitted to doing this, but till this day he downplays it a lot by saying it was just some banter and no real intentions, which many people call that bullshit. But the thing is, you can't prove it was nothing serious when Doc still to this day didn't release photos of the actual conversations. And I don't know, if there was no real intention behind those messages and nothing creepy, you'd think Doc would release the photos of the DMs, but he refused. So I don't know, that makes it seem like there is more to this story other than just some banter and jokes.
I think anybody that like talks about anybody else so like passionately and with so much thought about someone else, I think they're the biggest pussies. I really do. I really do. I think Nickmerc's the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass, he's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. I'm just in like a bad mood, but at the same time, it's just like I have to say the obvious. I do. Like, who does that? You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low-budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like, who does that? Like, pause the music. I just gotta say it. Like, who does that? You fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo's screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a, like, he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like, I'm just gonna go and release some stuff off my mind just because just because I got so many technical fucking issues and audio issues and everything's always, there's always fucking technical issues happening on the stream, huh? Right? It gets me all fired up. So then it makes me want to really speak my mind.
I really don't know why all of a sudden he said this. Like, this happened a long time ago, and Nickmercs, TimTheTatman, Dr. Lupo, and other big streamers like Ninja all spoke out about what Doc did, and they all condemned him for his actions. Right, so they all made it very clear from the start that what he had done was messed up, so they all just distanced themselves from him. Which is the right thing to do. I mean, from a brand image, who'd want to have their brand associated with someone talking inappropriately with minors? Like, I'm sorry, but it's just a bad look, and you can't accept people to just associate with you when you have this heavy of a backpack.
I just don't know who, like, the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like, you just gotta be, you're lost. You don't do that, especially when you don't know shit. No one does. I mean, there's a lot of people that but I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met Baby Assassin, Little Assassin. They met my family, right? They know what I'm about.
It's just such a shitty thing to do. Like, this guy put all of his friends in a bad spot. I don't know what you want from them. Like, they had your back and said to not make assumptions until there was proof, but he literally admitted to doing it himself. Like, seriously, what do you expect from them? Stop blaming others for your wrongdoings. And he goes on to say that these people have met his family and all that, and they still turned their back on him. But like, man, why does that even matter? Like, what exactly is the point? So by this logic, imagine you have a best friend, right? And then one night he comes to you and confesses that he did some pretty crazy stuff with a minor, and in your eyes, just because they met your family, that means you need to turn a blind eye on it. And like, this is an internet friendship, right? It's not a private one. Maybe in a private friendship you would still talk to that person, I don't know, but this is all happening online, and as personal as YouTube might seem, it's still business at the end of the day, and you really don't want your brand to be associated with anything of that kind of stuff, because people will think you endorse this kind of behavior, and people will think you have no problem with this, and the viewers will just stop watching you and lose respect for you. It's just basic business, nothing too crazy. Every brand wants the best public image they can have.
Look, there's a difference between having to, like, as a person in the industry, to speak up on it, and, like, for example, Tim and Z Laner, like, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, you know, hey, from what we've heard, it's like, okay, right? Again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. No, they never did. So for those that are asking, like, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, you know, made a mistake. Boom. Let's get back into it. Then I'm good, right? I'm good.
Bro, I'ma be honest, asking them for an apology if they want to play again with you is such a crazy thing to say. So you're the one that messed up big time, but they're the ones that need to apologize to you. Fucking unreal. And who even wants to play with you after what you have done? The only way I see they start playing again would be if Doc just clears everything up and shows everyone proof that this was indeed, like he said, just banter and jokes and not something creepy. Alright, so Nickmercs ended up seeing Doc's rant and then he responded.
I think my first thought that hit my head was this motherfucker didn't take his pills. Like instantly. I was like, yo, is this guy off the fucking the wagon? Did he? Hey, Dad, you seen this? Look at this guy. I don't think he took his fucking meds. That was my first thought. Swear to God. I swear to the Almighty. Then I had my next thought, you know? And I'm like, I mean, I haven't spoken about this in months. Maybe like a half a year. Gary, when was the last time that we... Chad, when was the last time that we spoke about this? I mean, I don't even remember. This is history. August? Maybe. Fucking September? It's about to be March. It's been like 6 months. 7 months. You know? That was my next thought. I was like, holy fuck, man. Now, people are seeing the podcast clip, and I think that what a lot of people are getting is that this just came out. But this motherfucking podcast came out 6 months ago. And it was after this guy left. This guy put out a tweet saying he did what they're saying he did in his own words. And then he left!
The response he had was pretty long, so I won't play everything, but you can kinda get the gist of it from this. Like, Nickmercs is disappointed of Doc for saying that, because initially he was the only one who stood up to him while everyone jumped on the hate wagon. He was one of the few people that wanted to hear from the Doc before jumping into any conclusions. But Doc just went out to admit to this, right? So Nickmercs just distanced himself from Doc. And like, that's what everyone would do in his place. Like, what more do we want from him? He also goes on to say he feels sorry for his family because, you know, it's pretty crazy to do something like this when you got a family and a kid. And like, once again, this all happened more than half a year ago, so it's pretty weird that he starts spazzing out on stream about it just now. At this point, he burned all the bridges with these guys, and I doubt they will play again with him, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, drop a like, and I'll see you next time.